Hey guys, it's Gaming Saur back for another video. And today we are continuing with Pokemon Legends ZA. Last time we got our Challenger's ticket, and we also found our next opponent for our promotion match, who is also the leader of the new Team Flare. But first we have to fight one of his commanders. Because of course we do. Fight me. I will, and I'll win. I'm going to burn you to the ground. There won't be enough of you left to fight in the ZA Royale. You are challenged by Brazella of Team Flare Noir. Talon. You're up, Aegislash. And you're immediately out. Thunderstorm. Gunstorm. Dragon Claw. Fire Fit. Bulldoze. Flamethrower. Finish it with the Thunder Punch. Hammer. Floor Shuriken. Ice Punch. Aerial Lance. Water Shuriken. I've got to win this battle. We can't let anyone stand in our way. Greninja, Garchomp, it's time to go beyond evolution. Mega Evolve! This is ridiculous. I lost. My Pokemon lost. That was well fought. I expected nothing less from Team MZ's new ace, the one who seeks to save Lumio's city. I'd say it's time for a little coffee break. Voila, one Ember Roast, our signature drink at Noir the Cafe. That should have packed up the Pokemon who battled for us as well. Now that we're feeling refreshed, allow me to teach you about the true history of Team Flare. And what it is we hope to accomplish. Please join us inside. The fiery red of Lysander's burning passion. That is what fills this Lysander Cafe. And here in this place, I'd like to explain to you why I chose to battle in the ZA Royale. Shall we begin with Team Flare? You see, the group known as Team Flare provided a place for people to come together and help one another, all to achieve a more beautiful world. However, our leader, a man named Lysander, grew disillusioned and with humanity over time. Fearing what the future might bring, he set his sights on a new goal, all of his own: reduce the number of people in the world. In the end, Lysander made a truly foolish choice. He chose to use the ultimate weapon. Do you know about the ultimate weapon, which nearly burned the Kalos region off the map? That weapon was AZ's creation. You may only see AZ as the kindly figure who has provided you with a place to call home. If he had never built something so horrifying as the ultimate weapon, then Lysander would have never been driven into such madness. And we in Team Flare wouldn't have become society's outcasts. And now, it appears, AZ is out to save Lumios, relying on the support of your Team MZ. Honestly, it's laughable. My apologies. I imagine you don't know how to respond to such an unexpected outpouring. And of course, you might not even believe a word that I've said. That is why I invite you, GS, to witness the truth yourself. How's that? You'll see. Open sesame! Beyond that door lies the former Lysander Labs. It was a facility used for research in the days when Team Flare was still active. And it was down there that we learned AZ's secrets for ourselves. That is where we learned of the terrible weapon that AZ created. You must see the truth with your own eyes if you are to fully understand how awful it is. Lysander Labs was designed to be a labyrinth, and of course, plenty of wild Pokemon have taken over the place since it was abandoned. You might be done in before you ever get to see the truth for yourself. I figured enough time had passed for you to have gotten yourself in trouble. Let me guess, you're down in Lysander Labs? If so, there should be an elevator right in front of you. See it? You'll need to find an elevator. There should be one lying around there somewhere. Pull down the lever and activate the power supply unit. Lights are back on and now nearby warp panel should work now. You got the power on. Lights are back on and nearby work panel should work now. Tap keycard B against the panel. Door opened. Major Slash floats in the way. Looks like you'll have to defeat it to continue ahead. The path is now clear. tap the elevator key against the panel. You can now use the elevator. Which floor would you like to go to? Go to B2. Okay. Oh. B3. So the machinery powered back on in response to your presence. Security check initialized. Possession of all key cards has been confirmed. Commencing in full reboot of systems. Systems rebooted. Voice guidance enabled. 4 files are available for playback. File 1, the device. File 2, the fuel. File 3, the legends. File 4, our shared dream. Which file would you like to review? Let's go to the device. The device that grants life. This device was created 3,000 years ago in the past. It was originally designed to restore life to a Pokemon that had perished. We have found this ultimate weapon buried in the earth beneath Geosinge Town. It has been well preserved. We believe we can have it operational with a little work, but we have not yet found the necessary key to activate the weapon. We believe AZ should still possess it, since he was the machine's creator. We must find him and capture him without delay. Which file would you like to review? File 2, the fuel. The device that grants life, in fact, grants the deceased life stolen from other Pokemon. This is because the basic function of the device is to distill energy into its purest form, then emit that distilled energy. This emission can take the form of convection, radiation, or conduction. Thus, life can be conducted back into a Pokemon that has lost its own, allowing it to be revived. What then will occur if we were to fuel the device with the energy of a legendary Pokemon? Which file would you like to review? The Legends. Pallas is said to have 2 legendary Pokemon, Xerneas, which represents life and rebirth, and Yveltal, which representing destruction and death. The power to grant life and the power to steal life. These are mysterious abilities that even science has not been able to decode. What would happen into the world if we were to use such power to activate the ultimate weapon? Which file would you like to review? Our shared dream. As the world grows wealthier, the number of Pokemon and people will only continue to grow, and that growth will invent new difficulties. In time, life will fill every corner of the planet until no more life can be be sustained. When there is only one of something, it cannot be shared. When something cannot be shared, it will be fought for. And when something is fought for, some must survive without it. The only way to create a world where people live in beauty, a world without conflict or theft, is to reduce the number of living things. My comrades in Team Flare, the time has come to lead the world toward a more beautiful future. Zygon. Have you learned the secret of the ultimate weapon? How truly abominable it was? AZ created that weapon, and only 1,000 years later, he also made a device that now dwells within Prism Tower. Why are you here? Zygarde seemed to wish that I come to this place. I have lost most of my memories, and yet this place does bring back something. What I remember most clearly is AZ. When I spoke with him 5 years ago, through the bars of his cell, I did not know his true intent. But I did learn of the device within Prism Tower. I set my mind on activating both the ultimate weapon and that device. But to no effect, the device required a certain Pokemon, one particular Floette. And there was no way to know where that Floette could be found. That led me to abandon my plans for the tower's device. But the ultimate weapon could still be activated using the key AZ carried, and so I did. There was an explosion. I remember that much, though I cannot recall the cause of it. Perhaps the weapon was incomplete. I was buried deep in the earth, together with Team Flare's secret base. But you're right here. Zygarde saved me. It worked to protect the living creatures in the area from the light raining down, the deadly light of the ultimate weapon. In doing so, Zygarde exhausted its own power. But at the weapon's activation, the device in Prism Tower awakened as well. Sensing danger, now it had become a threat to Lumiose. Could fully lose control at any time. To stop the device and protect the city, Zygarde must regain its true power. It has given me a mission. Sooner or later, the tower will enter a frenzied state similar to Rogue Mega Evolution. Only one who can bring it back under control is AZ's Floette. Yes, we need the Eternal Flower, and a trainer who can draw forth her full power. This is the truth, I know. And now you have learned all those young people waiting in Lysander's cafe wanted you to learn. Go and speak with Chef and with AZ. Then do what must be done. Go ahead and speak. Okay. Feel like I should be concerned leaving him down here on his own, but I'm not for some reason. Which floor would you like to go to? B1. unlike the present. Did you see Lysander? He's still down there. Think that he is still alive. And yet, he doesn't seem to remember us in the slightest. How could he just forget? It's all because of him. And the rest of us. Rosella, there will be a time for such things later. And you, GX, you now know the truth of AZ's sins. And so, I make this request of you. Get AZ's Floette and give her to me. You must see it by now. With AZ's special Floette, we should be able to keep Prism Tower controlled. Everything we've learned points to that conclusion. We must stop the tower from going on a rampage if we're ever to achieve the kind of beautiful world Team Flare once dreamed of. And if we can be the ones to protect Lumios, then people will finally see us differently. Do you understand? We were mere children and born to those who chose to join Team Flare. And yet, we too become terrorists in the eyes of society when Team Flare was disbanded. But we couldn't just leave Lumios. The city is our home too, and we love it as much as anyone else. The only reason Team Flare existed was to make Lumios better, make all of Kalos better. At Norvu Cafe, we've worked hard to provide coffee to those who have little else. And as we've worked there, we've also heard the voices of Lumios' people. We understand this city better than anyone else. We know its people better than anyone else. So if you really want to face me in battle, you'll need more than just a challenger's ticket. You'll need to be ready to hand over AZ's Floette to me. I must become the strongest Pokemon trainer by battling my way up through the ZA Royale. I must become the strongest Mega Evolution user. Then I will be the one to restrain Prism Tower with AZ's Floette. Go talk with the rest of Team MZ and decide what it is you really ought to do. Seems they all learned of AZ's sin. It's time they all learned of AZ's. Now go back to Hotel Z. So, it's time for a strategy meeting? I guess? Maybe? Hey, AZ. You've returned. I heard from Emma what needs you were following up on. I imagine you've learned much of my tale by now. Isn't that right? Oh, yes. Did you manage to find Grisham? Oh, I found him all right. No kidding. I went digging into the rumors about Grisham and with Emma after our chat. Sounds like he's one formidable trainer. Plus, he's part of this group, Team Flare Nouveau. And he's been gathering all sorts of info about Lumios from customers at Noir our cafe. He even seems to know something weird's going on with Prism Tower. Izzy, is there any chance you could tell us more about the tower given the situation? Yes. I've also been thinking it's time I talk to you all about it. Come, we can speak on the roof. Yes. You know of the ultimate weapon, don't you? Yeah, I know the truth now. And I shall tell you of the terrible sins I have committed, and of my regrets. In the war that occurred 3,000 years ago, many things were lost. So many Pokemon had their futures stolen. People lost the everyday lives they'd known. And my Float was sent to the front lines, where she lost her life. I made a device, a machine that could grant life. Also that I could revive my beloved Float. I brought Float back to life. I got back what I had loved most. But my rage had not subsided. I could not forgive the world that had hurt the Pokemon that I loved. In my rage, I remade my device into the ultimate weapon. I put an end to the seamless conflict that would have taken everything from us, by becoming destruction itself. The light fired from the ultimate weapon reached the heavens and poured down, burning away all that rested upon the earth. But Float must have known the truth. She must have realized that the life I had given in her was stolen from so many other Pokemon. She left me, and I wandered alone for 3,000 years. Seriously? For 3,000 whole years? During those long years of aimless wandering, a man of great power asked me for my help. He said he wanted a way to protect Kalos. At this, I thought to myself, I cannot make another device that would take from others. Perhaps I could make one that would share the eternal life I had bestowed on Float. That is what Anga is. That is what is hidden deep within Prism Tower. I built Anga to give meaning into the eternal life I had burdened Float with. It was, as in one sense, I attempt to atone to Float for what I'd done. I dreamed of the day I could use Anga after reuniting with Float at last. That day did not come to pass, but that was because we were living in a time of peace. Now, Anga, the tower is emitting excessive amounts of mega power, even without Mega Float present. This is only conjured on my part, but I believe it may be released to the ultimate weapon. Related to the ultimate weapon being fired 5 years ago. That shock awokened Anga and has caused the mega power contained within it to spill forth. It has led to this rampant rogue mega evolution. The Pokemon suffer. The people come to harm. there's only one way to put an end to the pain of Mega Evolution. A Mega Evolution user must Mega Evolve Floette, and together reach for the control panel and all within a Mega. I never could have imagined that you and Floette had that kind of history. And the tower too. So we need the strongest Mega Evolution user to stop the tower from going berserk? I have a question. Why would Floette be able to Mega Evolve at all? Normally, Pokemon can only Mega Evolve when they aren't capable of evolving any farther. Shouldn't Floette be able to evolve into Florges? My Floette cannot evolve. Perhaps because she is such a special Pokemon, having received the lives of so many others. Though that is only untrue. But returning to my side again after 3,000 years was an act of forgiveness. But she likely also returned to me so that I could atone for my sins by stopping the tower. However, I no longer have it in me to do battles as a trainer. I mean, yeah, I guess you might have kicked all these events into motion, AZ, but I'm sure you never dreamed the tower would go berserk like this. That doesn't matter. AZ still made this awful mess and Team MZ is stuck cleaning it up. Niven! I appreciate that AZ is trying to right his wrongs, and I owe him as much as any of us do. I don't want to be the bad guy any more than the rest of you, but accountability matters. You do realize we might die trying to fix all this, don't you? Ivan is correct in what he says. I continue to cause you children nothing but troubles because of my own powerlessness. I am truly sorry. I understand, AZ. Just leave this to Team MZ. GS? It's up to us to keep the tower from going wild. That means you've got to beat Grish Hashem. I'll win. Knew we could count on you, GS. We'll be the ones to stop the tower, not Grishima and Team Flare Nouvoir. Alright, it's time you go challenge Grishima to a promotion match. Thank you. I will forever be grateful for meeting you all, my dear Team MZ. So, now it's time to go do my promotion match in the next video. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you want to say something, leave in the comments down below. If you want to support me directly, some good ways of doing that are subscribing to this channel so you're notified whenever I post a video, or going to my Patreon. Link is in the description below. Anyways, that's all for today's video. Bye!